Good morning, building leaders. This is a quick video update because sometimes things are just easier visually. Real quick update. We've been in your ear about the retreat. Here is the QR code to register. It is going to be fantastic. Just what you need. And I know how hard it is to get out of the building. I appreciate that, but it will be well worth your time. It's also worth it to attend both days because the speakers that we've brought in have material that begins on that Thursday after 6 o'clock after we gather, and it will continue and build upon that material on Friday. So please do try to make both dates. I understand if you can't spend the night, not a problem at all, but it will be some good times and a nice way to get away if you can and just immerse yourself into the experience. So please register for that if you haven't already done so, and I hope to see you in a couple weeks at the retreat. Update on the March 6th PD Day. So a couple of things are going to happen. Number one is we're going to have lots of textbook vendors there. Not all the vendors will be there, but they will be sending their books. So we'll have lots of things for you to take a look at through the day. Those sessions will be both a general session at lunchtime where you can talk to vendors, and then also that will be one of your breakout session choices each time. So if you are looking at new curriculum, if you're looking at new textbooks, whatever it is that you need, make sure to take the time to go to those breakout sessions and talk to the vendors. Also, the main part of the day, the breakout sessions, are going to be focused on sharing best practices. So we are going to be bugging you about nominating a couple of teachers, or at least one teacher in your building, to share his or her best practices. They can do it as a team. It can be in whatever format they like, but to run just one breakout session, we'd like to have each school run at least 2 breakout sessions, but for sure one, if that's possible. So let me know if you can nominate some teachers to do that. We'll be reaching out to you again regarding creating that day. I'm not going to guarantee that Father Adam is going to be there, but Father Adam's probably going to be there. So he is definitely at the top of your list in the feedback for a breakout session and probably multiple breakout sessions. So the structure of the day will be hopefully exactly what you need, both as building leaders and as staff. So more details to come on that, but please take a moment and think about who in your building could share something really great with teachers all over our diocese, and send me their name and I will do the legwork on asking them to come. Thank you for that. What is the update on the theology curriculum? That's one of the big things that I'm doing in my position. And around doing all the other things that I'm working on, like the retreat and the PD days and the meetings and collaborating with other offices to create things like the March for Life, I am working on the theology curriculum. We'll be forming a team in the spring of experts, and those experts will obviously be first and foremost our religion and theology teachers, but then also anyone who is interested in serving on this expert team. And we will be taking a look at this document right here. I've been working on it. It is a comparison document. It starts off with pre-K all the way through 12th grade. And I've compared 4 different dioceses to ours. So we'll be starting with this as the team, the expert team. We'll take a look at what we offer currently for our religion and theology curriculum, and then we're comparing to Grand Rapids, Marquette, Columbus, and Detroit. And if we want to add to that, we certainly can, but it's a quite extensive document. So for each standard, we're comparing what the different dioceses do, and that will be our main working document to create our new and updated curriculum for our diocese. So that is the update on that. Please be thinking about who might be best to serve in that role from your school. Last but not least, we're thinking about future retreats. So what could those look like? They could be a mini day retreat on campus at your school where you have a staff meeting anyway. It could be a couple of hours, it could be a half day, it could be a full day, whatever you'd like. It could be a little retreat at your school. And we can offer pretty much anything that you need, you think you and your staff need. So is it working on mental health? How to incorporate prayer more into your school day, helping some of those teachers who are maybe a little bit hesitant to incorporate some prayers into their classrooms. How to incorporate Lectio Divina into the school day if you're interested in that. Bringing adoration to you and the importance of that, maybe just an entire retreat on adoration and the importance of it to help with this, pass that on to the students as well. Overnight retreats are also a possibility. So we do have the Center for Ministry available, but there are some other options if you're looking for an overnight retreat experience that we could help you plan and execute. Any of those retreat options, just a few were listed there. So retreat just on mental health, who couldn't use that, right? A retreat on discerning. What does discernment look like? We discern things all the time, but there's definitely a procedure for discerning, and that could help both in the school and in our personal lives. Christian anthropology, we have so many wonderful resources here locally. Father Andy Laframboise is our resident expert on Christian anthropology, but it's definitely a topic that especially our middle school and particularly our high school students are interested in and need. So that is an option. We could do a day retreat off campus, not necessarily an overnight, but maybe just a day. So the sky's the limit on where we could go with our retreat offerings, but just start thinking about that. I know there's a whole lot on your plate right now, and it's still January. So you may not have the brain space to be thinking about next school year or even in the spring or the summer. But think about retreats possibilities and just reach out to me and let me know. That's all I have for you for this week. Have a very blessed week in preparation for Catholic Schools Week next week. I will be in all of these schools next week at some point, hopefully traveling with Danny. Have a blessed week and have a great Monday.